Edmund's fourth speech, and I'm going to introduce my audience first. Shatara, my sister Tamika, the twins, my daughter Janera, and my husband Thomas. Okay. Um, I want my older audience members to think back when you was a teenager. And the younger members, I want y'all to think about right now as being teenagers. Show of hands, how many of you all know someone that either had a child when they was a teenager or is having a child when they are a teenager? Put your hands up. Okay. I have been watching this show that I find very interesting lately. It's on MTV and it's called 16 and Pregnant. And everybody seems to be struggling with their children. But I found it very interesting. There's a girl named Leah who has twin girls. I think she had twin girls. But she had twins. And it seems to be more of a struggle for her than the other girls because she has two babies and no father now. And according to the Grudge Matcher Institute in 2006, 75,000 women between the ages of 15 and 19 became pregnant before they were 20. And the pregnancy rate at that time was 71.5%. Also, according to the Family Connection, half of the fathers of the babies born to teens between ages of 15 and 17, they are between the ages of 20 and above. Usually the girl has a baby or end up having sex with a guy that's either 5 years or older than they are. Today, I would like to persuade my audience that parents should provide birth control to their children at an early age to cut down teen pregnancy. First, I will explain to you that teen pregnancy is still a problem. And then I will explain to you the solution that I have as well as the methods for the solutions. Even though teen pregnancy rate has come down just a little bit, it still remains a big problem in the United States. The United States has the highest teen pregnancy rate among developed countries. About 1 million teens become pregnant every year. And according to the Pablo Alt medical information, nearly 80% of those pregnancies are unintended and 50% of them end up in abortion. Teen pregnancy does not only affect the teen, but it also affects the babies. Teen mothers usually do not graduate from high school. Some do, but some don't. They usually end up on welfare. And the children of teen mothers usually are low birth weights, as well as they perform poorly in school. Usually, the mother who has the boy, they are 12% more likely to go to prison. And if the teenager has a girl, she is 22% more likely to have a child when she's a teenager. Okay. Now that I told you about the problems, let me explain to you about some of the solutions. There is according to the National Campaign to Prevent Teen and Unplanned Pregnancies, there are several solutions. One, the parents could be clear to their child about their sexual values. They can talk with their children early about sex. They can supervise and monitor their children and their friends as well as their families. They can discourage early and frequent and steady dating. They can also take a strong stand against their daughter dating a boy that's older than the girl. They can help their teenagers to have options in the future other than having a child. They can let their children know that education is more important to them than anything else. But the main thing that I think that parents should do is provide your child with contraceptives. I feel that if you provide your child with this before the child becomes pregnant, is a better way of cutting down your child having a baby. Now that I told you about the solutions, let me tell you about the contraceptive methods. You can have emergency contraceptive, which is a hormonal pill that you can take within 72 hours of unprotected sex. They can have the hormonal implant, which is a small capsule that's inserted inside of their skin right here in their arm, or under their skin. They can have the hormonal injections, which is injected in their arm or their buttocks, and that's every 3 months. They can have the hormonal patch, which they'll get a new patch every week, and you only wear it for 3 weeks because the fourth week you'll have your cycle, and then you're not wearing a patch. They can also get on the pill, which they'll take every day, and they have the vaginal ring, which is a ring that's inserted inside of the teenage girl, and she will wear that ring for 3 weeks, and then the fourth week she would not wear anything, but she's having her menstrual. Also, you can have condoms, which will also could be provided to the girl as well as the boy. Now, even though you can have all of these methods, it's good to have at least two of them at the same time, which you can have your daughter on any of the other methods plus the condoms, which would um, cover her to make sure there's a good chance she don't get pregnant. In conclusion, hopefully I have persuaded everyone that parents should provide birth control to cut down teen pregnancy. Now that I've told you about the problems, the solutions, and all of the methods, I'm hoping that everyone would think about this more seriously to help us cut down this rate. Also, on May the 5th of this year is considered to be the National Day to Prevent Teen Pregnancy. And you can find more information about this on a website. It's called www.thenationalcampaign.org. It's going to have different quizzes for teenagers as well as their parents to take to tell them about different ways to help the teens to be able to talk about their sexual frustration or their sexual problems or whatever that they need to have more information provided to them about. And I hope that the information could be helpful to each and every one of you, and I thank you for being my audience. This is Keisha Edmonds with her speech number 4. Thank you.